with washing our hands.
Not today.
Not today. Today, Lily and I have done a very exciting thing.
Show them your sourdough first over there.
Because we're bourgeois yuppies, we've decided to make bread.
This is our sourdough starter. Fed it yesterday.
And so we're making a loaf of bread. We're making a loaf of bread, and we
check it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, holy shit! It actually looks like it might be burning.
What? It looks like a loaf.
Oh my god!
It's a little. It's a little hard.
It's not hard. Let's see if it's hollow.
Wow. We may have actually baked a loaf of bread, which means we could be here.
Give up this acting game now.
Yeah, we give up the acting game, and also we could now live here for a solid another
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Holy shit!
Weird place in England.
Baby, it does feel very hot.
We did get
Should I cut
dough.
it open?
It feels a little hard. Yes, I think just go for it.
It's meant to be good form. Get some butter.
Okay. Guess we're gonna have a piece of bread.
Holy moly!
What? Look at that. That looks like real bread, no?
Jess!
I think we made a real loaf of bread. Wow, this is very exciting. All right, before we do that bread and butter thing, we can start with the David Harbour show with what we normally do, which is wash our hands. So put down your phones. Come on, let's wash our hands. Put down your phones. What's up, loaf of bread?
They're pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. We're cutting the hand washing a little bit short because we're too excited about the bread. Maybe cut me a piece. And let's get some... cut me a piece and let's get some butter up in it, and let's get a piece for the live stream too. Okay, you guys can have the end. Oh no!
Josh! Your FaceTime someone. It's on Instagram.
I'm live streaming.
Oh.
Wow. Baby, it's bread. We made bread. That's...
You want a bit, Jess?
Yeah, try some.
It's a bit doughy in the middle. We've got some work to do, but it's pretty good.
Wow.
Here you go.
Killing it. Bacon bread, everybody. How you like that?
How do you like them apples?
You have,
You're meant to leave it to rest for a while afterwards, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh, you are? You're not supposed to just cut right into it?
I mean, people say like bread straight out of the oven. It's delicious, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe just, I don't know, a couple of minutes. A few minutes. I don't know.
Well, we can wait.
All right. I have to go do my Instagram live. Excuse me.
Wait, before you do that, we've got to get this one out.
Which one?
This one.
We have another loaf of bread we have to make. Well, save that for me.
No,
I'm just going to be like...
No, David, you can't just leave me with your, like...
This is the problem when you have decisions to make. I have 5,000 people on Instagram, and then my girlfriend.
Okay, fine. Leave me. Here, this is bread. $5,000 people on Instagram will go in a minute, and then you'll just be left with me.
The numbers are dwindling anyway.
Are people impressed with your sourdough?
Not really.
Are you guys impressed? Anybody impressed with the fact that I made a loaf of bread? Nobody cares. Doesn't seem like anybody cares.
Maybe we could just use that for pizza tomorrow. Well, it would be 24 hours.
You're supposed to cut it in smaller things
We could do that now.
before you prove it. You're supposed to cut it in smaller things. But we could. Yeah.
What did you think of the bread, Jess?
Really good.
Quite nice, wasn't it?
Wow.
Especially for a first attempt.
There's room for improvement. But we
I
we
think
did pretty good. Hey.
And it's
Yo.
your first time.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and say goodnight to my little breads.
Okay, they're a bit dark.
How's quarantine? I think you know how quarantine is going because I've been reduced to trying to bake bread. I mean, it's cool. I have good times and bad times. I have good days, I have bad days, you know? Today was a little bit sad and angry for no reason. Well, not for no reason. I mean, just not angry at anything except for this horrible pandemic and what we all have to go through. But yeah, you know, and I have days where I feel great. It's a little boring, but I find that I'm creating little things to do for myself and like little projects and things like that. You know, like trying to read books, play video games, and then I got like my preparations for when the supply lines break down. I'm gonna become an organic ocean farmer and grow kelp to survive. I have all kinds of ideas in my head that, you know, I'm a city boy. I'm an actor. That's just what it is. And I'm almost 45 years old. So I don't think I'm going to be able to be an ocean kelp farmer. But maybe I am. But I have been reading up a lot on climate change and what we all need to do to stop it because, you know, we really do need to get on that thing. Otherwise, I think we're going to be spending a lot more time angry and afraid and sad. So anyway, it's nice to have you all here. I do want to say right off the bat that I really appreciate everybody who texted me that community number. And I got them, and there's a lot of them, and I'm trying to go through them, and it's amazing. I mean, the ones that I've read are amazing. There's tens of thousands of them, so, you know, it may take some time. I'm going to try to organize people into groups and stuff as well, but also it's a bit of a lottery whether I can read your thing and whether I can get back to you, but I hope I can get back to as many people as I can. I'm going to try to take a couple hours a day and really try to get, because it's really beautiful what you guys have sent me and sort of insights into your lives and what you're doing through all this. And, you know, I owe you that, but the sheer numbers are kind of, you know, big, so I don't know that I'll be able to get back to you. Or maybe I will, but it'll just be like 4 years from now. And hopefully we'll be out of quarantine by then. I wish that I could pull up your responses to first things you're going to do, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to pull up your responses to those things while I'm on the Instagram with you. Isn't this great? These like Instagram talks, it's just me like not understanding the technology and just chewing sourdough bread. You're on my TV currently getting choked by vines. How do you feel? I feel okay. A little scratchy. I'm rewatching. Why are you so fine? Loved you in the trailer of Extraction. Yeah. I think they totally gave away a big character turn for me in that trailer. And, you know, that's what happens with marketing, I suppose. I love Stranger Things. So it was Sourdough, yes. Yes, Dead Industry Pictures. I like your name too, Dead Industry Pictures. It was Sourdough. It is Sourdough. Yes. And it's edible, but there's a lot of room for improvement. Marketing. Connor's back. Connor, I still haven't watched that. Connor. I'm too busy making sourdough starters, feeding sourdough starters. Anybody know anything about sourdough? Okay, but what have you been eating besides bread? Lily's been cooking food that's like really good food. So I'm getting kind of fat, which is great. I mean, comparatively. For when we were shooting Stranger Things in Lithuania, I think some of you have seen the trailer. I was very, very skinny, even though you can't really see it underneath all that big, bulky fabrics I was wearing. But I'm still fairly skinny, but I was real skinny. And then I got into quarantine, and I started eating food because I was like, when are we going to shoot this thing anyway? So I'm back to, back to being like fairly, a bigger size of me. So yeah, I've been eating a lot, When will Stranger Things 4 coming? It's, I don't know. I mean, we have to stop this spread of this virus so people can get back to work. And I don't think anybody knows when people are going to be able to get back to work. And the problem with shooting Stranger Things is it's a cast and crew of hundreds of people who have to come together on a daily basis and, work on this show. So we don't want to get anybody sick. So we have to say, hey, from Washington State, what's up? How are you guys doing? What's your favorite meal that Lily cooks you? That's a good, like anything she cooks, I'm kind of into. Except there was this thing last night I was not that into. But I tried to say I was into it. And she could tell I wasn't into it. But I kept saying I was into it because that's what you do. Like, you don't tell someone that you're not. You just say, like, no, it's good. It's really good, She kept saying, like, you hate it, you don't like it. And I was like, no, I like it. I really like it. And then finally, by the end of her keep saying this, I finally said, it's not my favorite. I mean, like, I like it, but it's, like, not my favorite. And she got really offended. And I was like, you can't win. Because she was baiting me into it. And then she, I like to have responses when I talk to a human being. And so it's weird to talk to you guys sometimes because I feel like there's no immediate... Oh, there you go. Lillian was like, That's kind of what I want to hear. When is Black Widow coming out? Apparently Black Widow's coming out in November. We took the Eternal spot. So apparently it's coming out in November if there are still movie theaters by then. And if we are going to the movies in November, we will take you to go see Black Widow. Carabuono's on the gram. Let's get her on here. Carabuono, will you please, or will you be like, nah, come on. You've been eating your feelings. Carabuono claims she's been eating her feelings. I would like to see this. She'll probably turn me down, though, because she's a sane human being.
Look at my hair.
Oh.
I gotta go to my daughter's room because. Hi.
What's up? How are you?
Hello.
You've been eating your feelings?
Yeah, I ate a whole bag of marshmallows. It was so good.
Big ones or like little ones?
The big one.
The big ones, an entire bag of the big ones.
Oh, look, this is how crazy I am. So I love marshmallows, and you know that store Muji?
It's like a clothing store, or like
Yeah, it's a Japanese, like, yeah, like they have like a little section of food, but they have the best marshmallows. And I tried to order them online, but they were out of stock. Hello.
Hi, where are you? Are you in New York?
I'm in New York. Yeah.
How's it going?
It's surreal, you know. It's quiet, and then a lot of sirens, and you know, we're
Are you
out there.
going to the supermarket and stuff?
I mean, we try not to go for a solid 2 weeks, but
Wow.
we're due for a shop, but also because I take care of my older parents in the Bronx, so I drive up and drop off food, wave, and leave. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No
Wow.
joke.
Wow.
But yeah, it's okay.
I'm
you know,
here
it's
in like the wilds of England.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm like out in the countryside of England.
that's
Like,
nice though. You get space.
yeah, yeah. I came over to just be with Lily and the kids, and then she has like a small 2 bedroom in London, and we were like, we're gonna go crazy. So she has a friend out here, and we came and stayed with him, and there's like space to run around and stuff, and it's like it's okay. I mean, I miss New York though. Like, I mean, today I was really missing, like, I mean, it's crazy there. It seems like crazy, but like I just miss. I've been hanging around British people a lot. I miss New Yorkers. Like, I miss American accents. I miss like dumb Americans. I miss us so much.
Oh, our well, there's some good bathroom humor in Brit. I watch those shows. They have some good, it's not all super highbrow.
Yeah, they're
humor,
like,
right?
no, they're like funny, cool people, but it's just, I don't know what it is about. Like the other day I texted the guy, and I was like, I texted him like 5 texts or something, and Lily was like, "You're so American." Like, like there's something about I'm just very like overly expressive, I think, compared to the British people who like don't, just kind of want to talk about like, whatever
Right. Well, like the traditional like idea of like the stiff upper lip, like it's all
yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
fine, and we're like here to share our feelings and express it. Yeah, I know. That's good though. I think I think secretly they all, I think all people in the UK like love that about us, and they want to be like that, right? You guys.
Yeah.
Here's my daughter's clothes.
You think we're ever going to get back to work, Cara?
Yes, of course. Things will go back to a new normal, for sure. I think it's gonna, I think it's gonna take longer than, I mean, I think it's gonna be in the next month or two, because people are still getting sick. It's still making its way, particularly across the U.S. here and in the U.K. and all over the world. So I think that I think what'll happen is they'll like be rolling out tests, and they'll get a vaccine eventually. If before a vaccine, they'll get tests, and everyone will get tested, and probably they'll set up protocols like maybe if people start to go back to work, we'll take our temperatures, we'll have to monitor. Right. Create kind of a system to make it feasible for people to go back to work. It'll be kind of odd at first, and then we'll get used to it.
Yeah.
But I think that, if they're studying the Spanish flu and kind of seeing how that had a second wave.
Yeah, I know.
And,
that's what's
yeah. I mean, I think, I mean, there are days like I've been like crying for no, I'm like, why am I crying? Because, it's emotional. I'm lucky I feel safe, and but going into the store or just walking around, but I feel like if we look for the past and learn from those experiences, we can make better, make the right decisions, as opposed to trying to go back to work too soon. And but I feel like I was sick actually in February and March, right after we had the table read. In fact, I got very sick with all the symptoms, and
really, you think you had it back
tested.
then?
I tried to get tested.
Yeah, wow, that's good then, because it means you probably have the antibodies, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get a serology test. I've been trying to say like I got tested negative for the flu and strep, and they're like, we can't give you a test, you don't qualify at the time. And so I'm trying to get the serology test so I can be like, okay, take my plasma and see if I can help anybody.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
How's your
so
family? Everything okay?
yeah, we're pretty good. You know, a lot of
Okay.
iPad and
Yeah, yeah,
climbing the
exactly.
walls and things. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
how you doing?
I'm good, you know. I mean, like I'm a new, basically like I'm raising two children, which I never expected. There's like a 7, 8 year old, and I just kind of got thrown in 24/7, and it's amazing. I mean, these kids are like great kids, really cool. Like Lily's great, but it's also kind
Hi,
of
Lily.
just a lot, you know. It's just like a
Yeah.
lot to deal with, a lot of new stuff for me. But and then I was saying, like, I have times when everything's great and I actually feel like it's kind of idyllic to be able to be cut off and to just have the immediate family, like, and to just have to
Yeah.
deal with your stuff. And then I have days where I'm just so angry and sad about it all. Like today, I just wanted to beat the hell out of somebody, and then I was like, there's nobody to beat up. Like, there's nobody to like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just this
Yeah.
thing where it's like it exists and it's out there, and it's just there's no. I mean, we can all direct our rage at various political things or whatever, but ultimately, it's not going to stop the disease at this point. It's out there. And
Yeah.
so that idea is very assaultive. Like, it makes me reactive. And so I have all this stuff, and then I just tend to like bury it or whatever and just like constrict it.
Oh, you got to get it out. You got to go into the woods and have a good yell, or if there's like something to, there's no, boxing bag or whatever, like a pillow. Like really, I tell my daughter, I'm like, just scream your head off.
You
And
do?
oh yeah,
It's
I'm
good.
like, scream your head off when we go out around the block, and like we have like sprint races just to like, you got to if you can, like, get out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I read something about something where people were feeling like trying to identify this feeling, and someone really said it's about mourning. It's about a loss, like a sense of loss of something in our life that's over, and we don't know quite what's coming, and it's a collective sense of loss for everybody. Um, and I thought that was really accurate, because it's sort of hard to identify the feelings. But yeah, like just go out, Lily, scream off in the woods, and I don't know. That's what I try to do, and if you can, but yeah, but um, we'll go on. It's just that where we are right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway,
All right, we'll
good to see
continue
you.
your. I know people have a lot of questions, but I'm gonna try to do this tomorrow. Maybe I think
Are
I was
you?
like, I
All right,
washed
I'll
my
look for
hair.
yours. You look great. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Lily.
Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, what's up? We're back. That was Cara Buono, Mike's mom. She's great. It's a good friend of mine on the show. Um, it's a paradigm shift and a necessary healing for the planet. That's true. That's very true. Nikki Feinstein. Um, Weinstein. Uh, yeah, it's very true, actually. Um, very, very true. Hello, hello. How you doing? All right. So, I talked. We talked about. I did a poll about whether or not you wanted some Shakespeare on the David Harbour show tonight. So I thought I would read something that I really love, which is a Shakespeare piece. I was kind of inspired by um, Patrick Stewart doing these sonnets, like a sonnet a day. And I don't like the sonnets. If you guys know Shakespeare, I don't like the sonnets. I've only read like maybe 50 of them. I don't even know how many there are. There's like hundreds. But I don't think they're very good. The only one I like is the expense of spirit in a waste of shame is lust in action. I relate to that. But I do like Shakespeare plays a lot. And I haven't done Shakespeare in a long time. But I found this piece from a play that I really love called Richard II. I thought I'd read it for you. I think it's very apropos. Richard II was an English king, and at the beginning of this play, there is a fight between these two nobles, claiming that the other is a traitor. And Richard has to arbitrate between these two men, this feud, and ultimately he kind of abnegates responsibility and kind of says, like, I don't want you to fight, but I'm going to exile you, and I'm going to exile you. And so he was sort of a weak king in a certain way, but he's very poetic. And so this guy Bolingbroke, who was one of the parties, comes back, and as Richard's off doing something else, he basically usurps the kingdom in this very kind of clever, subtle way. He gets these people together, and he usurps the king. And so Richard, at the end of the play, is put in prison, and he's going to be killed. But he's been humiliated, and finally he's put in prison. And he has this speech in prison, which I really like. I have been studying how I may compare this prison where I live unto the world. And because the world is populous, and here is not a creature but myself, I cannot do it. Yet I'll hammer it out. My brain, I'll prove the female to my soul the father, and these two beget a generation of still breeding thoughts. And these same thoughts people this little world in humors like the people of this world, for no thought is contented. The better sort, as thoughts of things divine, are intermixed with scruples, and do set the word itself against the word, as thus, come little ones. And then again, it is as hard to come as for a camel to thread the postern of a small needle's eye. Thoughts tending to ambition, they do plot unlikely wonders, how these vain, weak nails may tear a passage through the flinty ribs of this hard world, my ragged prison walls, and for they cannot die in their own pride. Thoughts tending to content flatter themselves that they are not the first of fortune's slaves, nor shall not be the last, like seely beggars who, sitting in the stocks, refuge their shame that many have and others must set there. And in this thought they find a kind of ease, bearing their own misfortunes on the back of such as have before endured the like. Thus play I in one person, many people, and none contented. Sometimes am I king, then treasons make me wish myself a beggar, and so I am. Then crushing penury persuades me I was better when a king, and then am kinged again, and by think I am unkinged by Bolingbroke, and straight am nothing. But whate'er I be, nor I, nor any man that but man is, with nothing shall be pleased, till he be eased with being nothing. Music do I hear, ha, keep time. How sour sweet music is when time is broke, and no proportion kept. So it is in the music of men's lives. And here have I the daintiness of ear to check time broke in a disordered string, but for the concord of my state and time, had not an ear to hear my true time broke. I wasted time, and now doth time waste me. For now hath time made me his numbering clock. My thoughts are minutes, and with sighs they jar their watches on unto mine eyes, the outward watch whereto my finger like a dial's point is pointing still, in cleansing them from tears. Now, sir, the sound that tells what hour it is are clamorous groans which strike upon my heart, which is the bell. So sighs and tears and groans show minutes, times, and hours. But my time runs posting on in Bolingbroke's proud joy, while I stand fooling here his jack of the clock. This music mads me, let it sound no more, for though it hath holp madmen to their wits, in me it seems it will make wise men mad. Yet blessing on his heart that gives it me, for 'tis a sign of love, and love to Richard is a strange brooch in this all-hating world. So I like that speech. So it is 8 p.m. in England, and it is NHS clapping hour. I am way out in the country, so you won't hear me. But I will say to all you essential workers, and especially the NHS, give the hearts, and seriously, God bless you and thank you for all you do. I'm in awe of what you're doing. Thank you guys for coming out. We'll talk soon.